Z-Bursters. It's Z-Burst here with Inside the Predictions featuring the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the best NFL teams of all time. Some would say they are the best due to all their Super Bowl championships. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go 13-3 this year due to who they play, how good their team already is, and their schedule in terms of who's home, who's away in certain games. Starting off week 1, they go against the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this game, of course. The Pittsburgh Steelers are too strong, too early for the Cleveland Browns to even get a hand on with either Baker Mayfield or Tyrod Taylor at quarterback. And Steelers are going to win. Week 2 is against the Kansas City Chiefs in Pittsburgh, and they're going to win this game as well because they are still stronger. Kareem Hunt is going to be a good test for Le'Veon Bell. Nobody can outplay Antonio Brown except maybe Julio Jones, but he obviously does not play for the Kansas City Chiefs. And then Ben Roethlisberger versus Patrick Mahomes. I think Ben Roethlisberger got that win as well. The defenses are still very, very even, so the Steelers are going to win a close one against the Chiefs at home. Week 3 is against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tampa Bay, and the Steelers are going to win this game for multiple reasons. One, the Buccaneers don't have Jameis Winston week 3. He has been suspended due to some violations that I'm not going to get into. But Steelers are going to win. 1, because the Buccaneers won't have a quarterback. 2, the Steelers have a better running back. 3, the Steelers have a better wide receiver. And 4, they have a better defense. Not much you have to say besides that. Steelers win this game. Week 4 is against the Baltimore Ravens in Pittsburgh, and they're going to win this division game, as it's probably going to be a close game, because by week 4, you don't know if Joe Flacco is going to be quarterback or Lamar Jackson is going to be quarterback for the Ravens, and their defense is decent. I don't think decent enough to beat the Steelers or to stop the Steelers. Steelers are going to win this game in week 4. Week 5 is against the Atlanta Falcons in Pittsburgh. Now here comes Julio Jones versus Antonio Brown, who's the better wide receiver. This game is going to show who the better quarterback is, who the better wide receiver is, and it's going to be the Steelers. At least this year. Antonio Brown's going to outdo Julio Jones. Might be because they're playing in Pittsburgh. Might be because they have a better quarterback. Might be because the Pittsburgh defense is better. Speculations are all opinionated, and you guys can tell me what you think's better, who you think is better, whether it be Antonio Brown or Julio Jones. Let me hear it down in the comments. Week 6 against the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati, and the Steelers are going to win this game as well because the Bengals are not good. Some say, oh, A.J. Green is as good as Antonio Brown. Those people are wrong. Antonio Brown's better than A.J. Green. The Steelers' defense is better than the Bengals' defense. Steelers' offense is way better than the Bengals' offense. Nothing else you got to say besides that. Week 7 is a bye week for the Steelers, so they can rest up as they've won 6 straight games. Going into Week 8 against the Cleveland Browns in Pittsburgh, and they're going to destroy this game. Steelers are going to beat the Browns probably like 21-3 if the Browns are lucky. Week 9 is against the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore, and this is where they take their first loss. The Steelers lose to the Ravens in Baltimore because I think the Ravens are going to click that they need to start Lamar Jackson by this time if they have not already. Lamar Jackson's going to start, and he's going to lead the Ravens to a victory over the Steelers in Baltimore. Week 10 is against the Carolina Panthers in Pittsburgh. And they're going to lose this game as well. It's 2 games in a row the Steelers are going to lose. Week 9 against the Ravens, Week 10 against the Panthers. 1 away, 1 home. They're going to lose to the Panthers because Cam Newton's going to get out of the pocket and avoid the rushes, avoid the blitz. And I think Cam Newton is going to get the job done. Cam Newton's going to find Greg Olsen. Cam Newton's probably going to scramble for a touchdown because that's what Cam does. And the Steelers' defense isn't going to adjust in time to save them this week. And they're going to take the loss against the Carolina Panthers. Week 11 is against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville, and this will be a close game because both defenses are really good. Ben Roethlisberger technically is a better quarterback than Blake Bortles. They're both kind of slow, and they both have decent arm strength. But Big Ben obviously has better wide receivers. And the Steelers are going to beat the Jags in Jacksonville. Week 12 is against the Denver Broncos in Denver, and they're going to win this game as well. It's going to be a battle of the defenses this week, as the Broncos have a top 5 defense and the Steelers have a top 10 defense. But the Steelers' offense is way more advanced than the Broncos' offense. That leads the Steelers to that win. Week 13 is against another AFC West opponent in the Los Angeles Chargers. This one in Pittsburgh, and they get the job done against the Chargers. People compare Phillip Rivers to Ben Roethlisberger. They're not technically wrong. They are comparable. It's just Phillip has never had elite wide receivers. He's starting to now. Phillip's getting some good wide receivers. He's getting some good other targets and running backs and tight ends. So I'd watch out for the Chargers this week. But the Steelers are going to win this game because their offense is too powerful way late into the season, week 13. They're going to try to get that 1 seed or 2 seed in the AFC. Week 14 is against another AFC division challenger, and that's against the Oakland Raiders, and they're going to win this game as well. They're going to take out the Broncos, Chargers, and Raiders back to back to back. This one is in Oakland. And the Raiders are going to lose to the Steelers for the exact same reason as I said for the Broncos and the Chargers. The Raiders have a decent defense. Steelers have a decent defense. The Steelers have an amazing offensive core, an amazing O-line in terms of they can at least get Ben 3 seconds. And that's all you need to either get a slip screen out to Le'Veon Bell, throw a fade to Antonio Brown, maybe do an end around with Juju Smith-Schuster, and that's going to get the job done against the Raiders. Week 15 is against the New England Patriots in Pittsburgh. So the Steelers are done with the AFC West, and now they're focused on the New England Patriots. Another hard game for the Steelers, and they're going to pull out the victory. They're going to beat the Patriots because they have not forgotten. I guarantee there's not a Terrible Towel fan out there that has not forgotten last year when the Patriots played the Steelers and all that chaos with, was it a catch? Did it hit the ground? Was it a touchdown? Was he down? That was basically the game, and the Patriots ended up winning that game, and no Steelers fan has forgotten that moment. No Steelers players forgotten that moment. I guarantee you Ryan Shazier wants some fight. Ryan Shazier did not play that game, and I'm hoping he's 100%, as everybody should. Shay Leave and Ryan Shazier, and they're going to get the job done against the Patriots in Pittsburgh and seek their revenge on the New England Patriots. Week 16 is against the New Orleans Saints, another new team. And this one's in New Orleans, and they're going to lose this game, Week 16. They're going to lose to the Saints because as great as Le'Veon Bell is, the Saints have a very particular way of using the running backs. Alvin Kamara is an up-and-coming running back, as you all know from last year, highlight potential, best running back of the year last year. And he's a kick returner, he's a punt returner, he's a running back, he's a speed back, he can be a wide receiver. I think Alvin Kamara and Drew Brees are going to get this job done for the Saints this week. Week 17 to end the season, the Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Cincinnati Bengals in Pittsburgh, and this is going to be another easy win. They're going to secure the 2 seed in the AFC as they beat the Bengals. Week 17 in Pittsburgh. And they're going to beat the Bengals because, as I said earlier, the Bengals just are not a good team this year. I'm sorry, Bengals fans. On the bright side, you Steelers fans have to get to see the Steelers in the playoffs again this year. You go 13-3, and you will be the 2 seed in the AFC. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's amazing when I get some feedback, when I see the comments down there saying that I'm wrong, and that I don't know what I'm talking about, and that all this and that and other stuff. I love it. It makes me want to do more videos. Leave a like. Share the video with your friends, your family, everywhere on YouTube. You can share it on Snapchat, share it on Instagram, share it on Kick, share it on Facebook, share it on Reddit. All these other places, you can share it literally everywhere on social media. Share it on Twitter, you know, so many different options. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, enjoying your week, enjoying your summer vacation. It's almost 4th of July. Don't forget to celebrate that. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And see you guys next time.